You're now listening to No Gimmicks.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the No Gimmicks podcast here on the DFPN. You see who we have in studio today. I'm really excited for this one. I've been waiting on this one for a very long time, and we finally got him here. And let's get right into it. My guest today, one of the most crowd favorite, energetic, can't help but get behind him. Anytime he comes out and he screams his name, you can't help but scream along with him. That's right. I'm talking about Cavens.
Cavens.
What is up, my guy? Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for your time. And we are just now seeing you back in MPX. You've been out with injury.
Yes,
you came back with a little bit of piss and vinegar, and I ain't mad at it. And you looking kind of jacked too, my guy.
Appreciate you. Yeah, you know I had to come get my get back.
Hey, I ain't mad at it at all. Now, you have something to say about your return. You said that you were next in line for the MPX title. Talk to me about where your head is now. Is revenge on your mind? Is the title on your mind? What are we thinking right now?
Man, I'm Kelvin, bro. I'm just trying to get back to where it began. The deal was that the next match I won, I could go after any title that I wanted to. The title in question, the MPX title, And unfortunately, I held my end of the deal. I won that match. But unfortunately, I had it all snatched from me, bro. Bitter heads prevailed. Tommy Becker took it upon himself to just take me out of the picture completely. And I've been out for like a month, dog. For weeks, I had to sit there and watch people bicker and fight and feud over a spot that was rightfully mine.
Ooh, yeah.
The title picture, I should be in the title picture as we speak. But I was it was all taken from me. It was all cheated, bro. And that's just that's like it's been like a cycle of that for a while now, to where I'm at this path, bro, but then we just pulled the rug from under Cavens. Cavens don't like that. Cavens ain't really cool with that. Cavens ain't rocking with that. And that's why I said, bro, like, I'm coming for everything that is rightfully owed to me. Everything.
I cannot argue with that, because I would say up until Tommy Becker did what he did to you, and we'll get to him in a second, but up until he did what he did to you, I mean, you were making the case for yourself to be one of the best wrestlers of 2025. And you are right. It does feel like the rug was pulled from underneath you, and that sucks. I mean, you had everything going for you. You had Revolver, what you did at Revolver, what you were leading up to, and it does seem like things got taken away from you. But how does that? Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. But so how did it feel? Because at that same time, it seemed like Becker used you to make a statement, because he's right now on this path of what should be yours. Did that bother you sitting at home looking at him doing what he's doing?
It really rubbed me the wrong way, my guy. You know what I mean? It's like you did it relentlessly, You did it for the purpose of taking me out of action. It wasn't enough to just put a beat down on me. You meant to take me off the board, dog.
Yeah.
That's why I said I didn't. I have friends and family that watch the show, man. They called immediately while I was laid up, bro. They were wondering what the deal was, And I was heated. I really was. Because again, I was on a winning streak. I was on a roll, dog.
Yeah. Yeah. That sucks, man.
And it's just so petty, man. It's just so petty. I think what hurt worse than him breaking my ankle, bro, was just literally sitting there having to watch as I literally lost my opportunity that I rightfully earned. That I put the work in,
Right.
I have to watch people like Tatum. I have to watch people like Demo. I have to watch people like JD feud over a title that I never even got to fight for.
That is. We'll get to that in a second too. We'll get to that in a second too, because there's some budding there too. But yeah, it does seem like this should be you in this spot. It really should be you in this spot, and that sucks. So, Cold Day in Hell, talk to me. Is your thoughts to go after Tommy Becker right now? Is that in your immediate plan?
Like I said, I already got my get back on Tommy. Tommy knows exactly what it is. You could tell I left him a bloody mess.
You did.
He knew from that moment that hell, I brought hell with me. That's been something that's been brewing for weeks now. And like I said, I got a little bit of my revenge. My main focus is getting back to that place that I want to be.
Understood there.
Tommy has taken enough time away from my title shot, from what's rightfully mine. Okay, that's why I said I don't want to waste any more time on Tommy than I already have.
Understood, man. Understood. And what I was thinking too is, one of the titles that's out there right now that everybody seems to be starting to focus on is the Prospect Championship, right? JD Griffey cashed it in. He's now the MPX champion. Is that something that you're looking to get to in the immediate?
I mean, I've held the Prospect title before, very recently, and I've defended it successfully up until the JD beat me for the title, but if it's in the cards, it is. I'm willing to dive through do that route again, especially if it it comes down to it, and I can also cash it in, exactly the way JD did, but like I said, it's like I shouldn't have to jump through that hoop, right?
I get you.
Because at the end of the day, I remember saying that the next title I want to challenge for is the MPX title. I wouldn't go as far as saying that, hey, I'd rather challenge for the opportunity to defend this title 4 times to then go after the MPX title. If it comes down to that route, that's one thing, but I know what I signed up for. And I like I said, I held my part of the deal. I won that match. Somebody's going to have to hold up their part of the deal and give me the title shot that I'm owed.
Understood there. I was trying to offer a route because one of the people that you talked about earlier is Demo, right? Demo took the Prospect title, defended it 4 times, went to the Texas Rumble, won the Rumble. I mean, is that something? I mean, I'm not saying that is something you should do. Is that something like you could look at that and try to replicate?
I mean, well, let's face it. Demo's the guy that always has like a plan B. Demo's, you can say anything about him, but he's not dumb. He always has a plan B in his back pocket.
That's a fact.
He may seem like it, especially whenever he opens his mouth, but he's not stupid. He knows what he's doing. I'm not. I wouldn't say that I'm, enough of a sneaky, malicious person enough to, not only win the Prospect title, but win the Rumble, and then find a way to use it in a way that he did to just pretty much steal the title from under someone, right?
Right. I get you, because you are a person that operates all heart, right?
I'm a very straight up person, I have no reason to I can appreciate a fair fight. You know what I mean? That's why I say it's like,
I respect that. I definitely respect that. But because you are somebody like when you're in there, it's all grit, all heart. Where does that come from? Where did you get that?
when you look into that locker room, bro, man, there's a lot of people, bro, who operate with brute force, brute strength, man, all brawn, bro. But like then there's this kid, he's not the biggest, he's not the largest, but at the end of the day, I can hold my own,
I
It
get
doesn't.
it,
It doesn't
man.
matter how big or how big or large you are, dog. It's like at the end of the day, you're a human. I'm a human, bro. And at the end of the day, it's all gonna come down to who wants it more. And I can tell you right now, dog. I'm fiending for it.
I love it, man. I love that because it is. I've seen you in there with people like Brick Savage, and it's all heart. It's no give up. Like sometimes they got to carry you out of there, but you make it out. You always find a way to come back, and that I think that's something that the crowd loves you for. Honestly, is the fact
No, and
that
I
you never
appreciate it, bro. That's what I said. I was like, when I say I'm that name, bro, it's like, it's not to be cocky or condescending or anything like that. I genuinely mean, bro, that like you know, when you go down that long list of names, bro, I want you to notice that one in capital letters and all bold, bro, because that's me.
Yeah, I love that.
As long as that name is there, bro, ain't no better name, dog. That's the only one that you need to focus on.
Talk your ish, my friend.
I got to, bro.
Is that where that came from? He who shall be named? Because it like when I see you and I think of that, it automatically directs like he who shall be named is Delynn Cavens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's exactly where that came from, bro. Because at the end of the day, like it has to be. Man, you'll see like a lot of posts or whatnot, or a lot of lists that go down that tells you who these top wrestlers are,
right?
Who you voted for, or who they believe is the top wrestler or whatnot, who they believe should be the focal point or whatnot, right?
Right.
And you're not always gonna see, you're not always gonna see your name on there. You're not always gonna, see your name where it needs to be. But that's where, like that's why I said like it doesn't matter if I'm on your list or not, because at the end of the day, like my name holds weight, I put a lot in, I put a lot into it, like that's why, that's why the crowd will yell it back, bro. When I yell it, they don't have to, but they will,
Yeah.
Because I deserve to be acknowledged, I deserve to exist. I need to be named. My name needs to be there.
Your name is your name, bro.
I'm gonna see to it that you don't ignore this name. That's why I am he who shall be named. You can't ignore this.
Yes.
Whether I yell it at you or whether the crowd yells at you, bro, you're gonna know.
And that's funny because you're the only person I've ever seen that like yells their name and the crowd is like, and you can't help it. It's like you can't help it.
It's a call to action, baby. It's Marco Polo, I say it proud, y'all say it loud.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. And I was already a fan of yours, but this is making me like an even bigger fan of yours. I love it. I love it because it is. You said it. You're not the biggest, but your name is your name. You fight for your name, and any normal, logical person can understand that. Your name is going to be your name, no matter what.
Oh, bro, my name is my crown, dog. My name is my crown that I take off for nobody.
Yes. Love it. I love it. Live it. That's amazing, bro.
Yes, sir.
But before we wrap up, I know we got Texas Rumble coming up. I've asked this before. Where do you see yourself coming out of the Rumble, the winner?
Man, like I said, bro, when it comes to the Texas Rumble, it's like one of the most unpredictable things there is, there are so many people just vying for that first spot, man, that top spot, bro. And as it is, like if you can do that, man, you pretty much have a guaranteed spot for that MPX title,
Yeah.
And you don't have to pin anyone for it, submit. You don't got to climb a ladder. You don't have to do any of this insane stuff, bro. All you have to do is just be that last man standing, bro. You just got to like outlast everybody.
Right.
And like I said, I'm an absolute underdog, bro. At the end of the day, it comes down to who wants it more. And like I said, I am fiending for it. You dig? So whether it's at the very beginning and I'm number one dog, or if I somehow get the lucky draw and I'm towards the end, fam, like my end goal is going to be the same, Anybody anybody that is not named Cavens has a first ticket over the top rope, bro.
I dig it. Definitely dig it. Well, thank you so much for your time today. This was amazing. I got to have you back on here.
Oh, bro, most definitely.
We got to do this again.
Dude, I enjoyed talking to you, my guy. Like, I really enjoyed this, bro.
Definitely. We got to do this again. But now you're a friend of the show. Feel free anytime. Anytime, you're welcome. The door's always open, man.
All right. I really appreciate that, dog. I can't wait to do this again sometime, man. You know where to find me, bro.
Yes, sir. I sure do. I will be hitting you up, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your time. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Be safe. Take care of each other. And
Cavens.
Peace.
And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmick. Yeah. And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmick. Yeah. And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmicks, gimmicks.